I got up, and around noon I was like, okay, let's get out of bed and let's go honor Nash and do this.
Turning tragedy into triumph, a local family trying to make a positive out of their huge loss. Just weeks after the sudden death of their own child, that little boy, Nash, passed away. He was just 5 months old, but tonight his parents are hoping that his memory can live on in acts of kindness. Our David Custer is in the Continuous News Center with that story for us. David.
Yes, Sam. Nash Schupbach and his wife Shelley had a hard time getting pregnant, and just as they were about to give up, it happened, and a beautiful baby boy named Nash was born. But then that sudden tragedy turned their lives upside down.
There was a lot of anger put into putting that on the wall.
Shelley Schupbach smiles at the little fight she had with her husband about putting up "I Will Always Love You" in her baby Nash's nursery. Little fights of a once happier time.
Now it just feels like a totally different meaning when I see it.
Because now it sits above a crib where her baby Nash once slept. Just weeks ago, Nash stopped breathing in his sleep and was rushed to the hospital.
I walked into a room. There must have been 30 people in there. Some were crying, some were praying.
They had been giving Nash CPR for over an hour and didn't want to stop until Shelley told them it was okay. She finally did.
As a mother, you want to hold your baby. They're hurting. And I sang to him his favorite song, and they gave me a rocking chair, and I rocked him.
Baby Nash didn't make it.
Held him for a while, and then I had to let him go.
And the days that followed weren't getting any easier for Shelley and her husband Todd. She began writing a blog about her heartache. Then just one day ago on Nash's 6-month birthday, an idea to spread acts of kindness in honor of Nash brought Shelley back to life.
We made a whole bunch of tickets with his name on them and messages of random acts of kindness because he always brought smiles to everyone.
She took the smile of the little boy she holds close to her heart to the internet, and the idea took off. From across the U.S. to Spain, even London, thousands around the world were having a Nash Day.
It was the best day. I mean, I still came home and bawled for hours, but for that 5 hours we were out, I didn't think about it in a negative way and was happy.
Little acts out of love for her smiling baby boy that now shine a light of hope on a day that was so dark.
I don't want, when people think of Nash, to think of this horrible tragedy. I don't want to think of him like that, and it's hard not to. I go back to that day and how I saw him, and I want to remember him smiling.
Now, Shelley created the Facebook page just a day ago called When Nash Smiled, and in just one day alone, more than 5,000 people have posted on it. She says it makes her heart smile reading what people are doing in honor of Nash. Reporting live in the Continuous News Center, David Custer, WNEM-TV 5.
All right, David, what a beautiful little boy he was. Well, we have put a link to When Nash Smiled on our Facebook page. It's under the hot link section at WNEM.com.